Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, now here's where it really gets started. I've loved these movies ever since I even knew how to say Freddy Krueger. I was obsessed with them. For the majority of my life, I spent my entire days buying the old crappy plastic Freddy glove and trying to talk like him. But I knew almost everything there is to know about Freddy Krueger. And whenever I came around 12, watched the one Freddy movie for the very first time. So for about like the majority of my life since then, I knew so much about Freddy Krueger because of like online things. I was obsessed with it, but I was too scared to see the movie. So I finally watched it and it blew my effing mind. Like seriously, Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and Freddy vs. Jason, they all are just terrific movies. Now, let's start off simple, of course, by starting on the first one, Nightmare on Elm Street. See, the poster's kind of weird. It shows Freddy with a metal hand, and he has like this painting kind of face. Yeah, I don't get it either. So anyway, it's about this girl Nancy who is having these weird dreams and experiences like horrible outcomes out of them. Her friends are also having these dreams. They get together and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we're having bad dreams." "Oh, it's the same dream? You too? Haha, let's go have fun and party about it." Well, it turns out it's a guy named Fred Krueger. There's many skepticals on what he was on his first life. Like in the new movie, A Nightmare on Elm Street, supposedly he was a gardener at the elementary school in at Badham Preschool. Well, we'll get on to that later. But now back to the first one. He was the Springwood Slasher. He made a glove that had knives on it, and he went around killing little kids. He's also called the bastard child of 1,000 lunatics. We'll get onto that later. Um, so he got locked into a building, and all the parents were mad at him. All right, they're all pissed. They're like, "You killed my kids, you jerk!" So they burned the building down with him inside, and then he burnt. And later explained in the series, it was the dream demons. He got consumed by dream demons, and now he has the power to roam free in people's dreams and horrify the living crap out of them and kill them in their sleep. So basically, that's just the whole plot. He's basically a burnt clown. He has fun with his victims. He likes to crack jokes and get to them, like, internally, like, get to what they like most. Like, if there's a guy that's, like, smoking weed or something, he gets on the television, makes him laugh, makes him think he's a good guy, and then he just massacres him. And then there's that one wherever he's playing the Nintendo Power Glove on his Freddy Krueger knife glove. I gotta admit, that's pretty funny. He was most likely taken more serious than scary in the new one and the very first one. Um, and then he started getting more funnier, and then he got so cornily cheesy, yeah, cornily cheesy, that Wes Craven, the director, didn't even like him. So then he decided to take a new direct to Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. Wow, that movie blew my mind. It was one of the best dialogue and the best story ever. I thought it was gonna, like, seriously, 20 minutes into the movie, I wanted to turn it off. I thought it was the worst movie I ever freaking seen. But if you watch it all the way through, you know it's just amazing. And it's, like, seriously such a great movie, and it's definitely the scariest out of the original eight. Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 takes a completely different direction. Freddy supposedly is like possessed to this kid, and he likes like there's a scene where he cuts himself out of him, and then he like kills everyone. So it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing, and it's really like not my favorite in the series. Some people actually call it the worst, but it's like it doesn't seem like Freddy. It just seems Like, he doesn't even wear his glove. It's just knives coming out of the top of his fingers. Wes Craven did not like the response of the fans, and the fans did not like the response of the movie. So they went to Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the best in the entire series, The Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Alright, two words that make a scary movie the best scary movie ever. An insane asylum. How can you go wrong with an insane asylum? Like, if there's something, like, genetically wrong or scarily scaring tactic, yeah, scaring tactic, in a insane asylum, like zombies or something, like some Dementum stuff, like, really, it's just probably gonna scare you to death. So, this one, it takes place in an insane asylum somewhere on Elm Street, and then Freddy Krueger's entering the dreams of everyone in there. Uh, it turns out, they finally think, like, hey, this is a dream. We could do whatever we want. So they became Dream Warriors, and then they had, like, this somewhat cheesy but awesome battle at the end. It didn't fit the horror genre at all. It was more like a comic book fight, like Freddy versus the jumping javelin thrower or something like that. It pretty much seems more anticlimactic, but I still rate it about 4.5 stars. Freddy 4. This is where the audience was like, "Oh, 4 movies? Oh, okay, yeah, let's see it just for the sake because we like the first 3 kind of." Um, Freddy 4. It explains a lot about Freddy, the birth of Freddy, why he's Freddy, everything else Freddy. Yeah, Freddy 5. Um, he has a daughter. No, wait, no, that's sorry, that's Freddy freaking 7. Freddy 5, the Dream Child. Um, he's trying to take over a son, like the son of the main daughter. Freddy 6, 7, 8. Freddy 8, Freddy dies or Freddy goes to hell or something. Yeah, Freddy's dead, the final nightmare. Um, that one was good. I strongly suggest it. It's 3D. It's meant to be in 3D, but you can rarely find a 3D version of the movie. Yeah. So, Freddy dies. Everyone's ticked off about that. As they explain in Wes Craven's A New Nightmare, and then they just they just cause mass hysteria. They put dynamite in my brain along with 2,000 pounds of gunpowder and blew my freaking mind. Freddy vs. Jason is the best movie I've ever seen. It's not scary, and if you're walking in there expecting to be scared, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're walking in there for a comedic, awesome action horror film, you're going to get exactly what you want. It's funny, it's scary sometimes because, well, not scary, but like dude in a hockey mask and a dude that's all burnt up killing people. It's average slasher movie. And it's just the fight at the end makes everything all worthwhile. Well, you heard me rant about Freddy. Pretty soon I'm gonna rant about Jason. Alright, I'll talk to you all later. Bye. By the way, you should expect Freddy to appear in a Ryan Nail video pretty soon.